Time to continue the epic journey of Jean-Pierre Wehry, which is his web of lies, or let's say it's a very convoluted story. First, I want to show you people versus Wehry. Jean-Pierre Wells Wehry was convicted by a jury. So he went in front of a jury. I guess he believed that maybe his story would check out in front of a jury. And you know, if I was a member of the jury and he went with this bullshit story about ISA construction, somebody told me that John lived there, I could leave a note, somebody told me the side door was open, blah, blah, blah. I would acquit him because obviously he's not guilty. You know, he was just going there to look for a job in construction. But here's where it's less funny because we can laugh, but also there's a part that is serious, you know. Attempted lewd act on a child under 14. That's for the guy, and one count of attempted sodomy on a person under 18. So I guess he was accused of something else. Maybe, I don't know. Is that the same? Like, can you get two allegations from one act? Like accused of both attempted lewd act and attempted sodomy. But it didn't really attempt sodomy on that boy. You know. I guess there would be a lot of sodomy if. If Chris wasn't there. I'm not sure. Maybe it was or maybe he was freed on bail and he tried again. Or I don't know. Honestly, if he did two separate bad acts. I know that Michael, the other guy, Richard Daniel Bro, was he had the similar kind of thing. I guess if you chat about it online, that you're gonna sodomize a young boy under 18. I guess if you show up, you can be accused of that. I didn't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I would have to Google. And he did an appeal, but okay. The trial found that damn it, move. Found a true allegation where he had suffered 3 prior violent or serious felony convictions. So this is not an angel. We might look at him and laugh and say he looks ridiculous. This is a career criminal, like 3 serious felonies. How do you even get to 3 serious felonies in your lifetime? Like, and you might look at him and think he's an angel, but this guy, I'm telling you, did some shit, man. Under the 3 strikes law, which is bullshit, the 3 strike law, but whatever. A conviction for assault with firearm. Okay, that's you know, I hate when that happens. I'm just walking, minding my own business, and I get convicted of assaulting somebody with a firearm. 2 forcible rape conviction. So we can laugh at that because it's so funny with a stupid story. But this guy raped 2 women or men. I don't know. I don't want to know. So this guy deserved everything coming to him. Where he was sentenced to 3 consecutive terms of 25 years to life. A total of 75 years to life. That's ouch. And then he says, the evidence was insufficient to support his conviction on count 2. That's a weird appeal. That's a weird appeal because you were convicted by a jury. So to say that the evidence was not, you can maybe appeal to say the jury was partial or the jury did its job wrong, but to say there's not enough evidence with a jury trial, unless the judge erred when he gave instruction, that's something else. But to say there's not enough evidence, I don't think you can appeal on that for a jury trial. And count on count 2 and count 3. So even if he won, it would reduce his sentence to 25 to life. So that's not really, you're not even sure. Even if he had won his appeal, he would still have to serve 25 to life in jail. So he might never get out. He might serve 75 years in jail. You don't know. Now there's a background, and it's pretty interesting. I recommend you lose. But here's what's going to happen. Basically, the judge says he met the request for attempted sodomy, discharge oral for the portion of Wehry's email in which he wrote. Oh, so it's definitely, so you got the 2 charges from the sting operation, like attempted lewd act and 1 count of attempted sodomy. I guess if you only chat about it, it's enough for 1 count of attempted sodomy. So wow, both charges come from the perverted justice thing. That's not how it works in many states. Like in many states, you can only get convicted of attempted lewd act on a child. You won't get convicted of attempted sodomy. I guess the law is really unfair for homosexuals. If you were like a male, you would only get convicted of that. I'm just saying that I don't know. I have no idea. I know nothing about Californian law, but maybe they would more charge. But if you look at the other investigation, the other thing out in California, most of them got away with that. Attempted lewd act on a child, and they got away with probation. So now they say later, Both counts 1 and 2 stem from the same intent of committing a lewd act on a child under 14. The intent was made evident from Wehry's email, and the direct but ineffectual act occurred when Wehry went to the sting house. However, he only made one stop at the house. It is true that Wehry had manifested his intent through multiple email, but his intent was still the same, to go to a sting house and commit a lewd and lascivious act with a child under 14. Unlike Decker, in which he had an intent to murder 2 people, shows only an intent to molest Luke. The evidence shows only an intent to molest Luke, with no differentiation between or among acts that violate. We conclude insufficient to support a conviction of more than one Section 28 subdivision A offense. In other words, that's what I was talking about. He only tried to molest Luke. There's enough evidence for one of the 2 charges. You cannot like pile charges. Like if you try to rob a bank, you cannot like pile charges to stomp someone. So I understand the judge here. He says his intent was made evident through his email statement, just as I love you, Luke, and I want to sleep with you, and you in me, I want to wake to you in the morn. And is it safe for me to sleep with you at night? He's not as poetic as Lorne, I guess. So here, he only did one crime. He was punished with two convictions, but he only did one crime. He only planned to molest Luke, with no differentiation between the acts. So you cannot convict it twice for one act. You cannot, like, if you rob a bank, you're gonna be convicted of one crime. Like, you won't be convicted of like 20 felonies, because it would fit the description of many crimes. Else it wouldn't be fair, I guess. On count 3, is under 18, is insufficient to support his conviction on count 3. I guess he had 2 arguments. He's count 2 attempted lewd. Okay, he had 2 counts of attempted lewd on the child under 8. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm really tired tonight. I don't know why. So he had 2 counts of attempted lewd, but the judge says no, it should only count as one charge. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm really wrong. The evidence shows Wehry met the requirement for attempted sodomy. This charge arose from the portion of Wehry's email in which he wrote, "Would you like me inside you, or you inside me, or both?" Like, how are you gonna do both? Like, I don't see how it can work. Like, it's not like with a girl. Well, even with I was gonna think something about like a 69, but that doesn't make sense. Wehry also wrote, "I want to sleep with you and you in me." What a sick fuck. Commit sodomy with a person under 18, a crime separate and distinct. Okay, my bad, I misread. So basically, they removed the count for trying to molest a child, but they kept okay, so it's not like here in my country, you couldn't get convicted of both. You would get convicted only of a crime, but here, he was convicted of attempted lewd act on a child and attempted sodomy, but only one. Like, they removed an attempted lewd act. I don't know why it was, because he only showed once, he was only convicted one of the lewd act. Okay. Let's go on.
And what's your
name? My name is Michael.
Michael Wilson.
It's like Michael Wilson. Beep, 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 beep. Does not compute. No, Michael Wehry.
Michael Wehry. Mm-hmm. And what's your email address?
My email address? Look at it, like, my email address. Like, dude, you don't even know your email address? Like, make an effort, man.
How about jmichaelwilsey@yahoo.com?
I think I have used J. Michael Wilsey, but I used that a long time ago.
How about today?
I think I used Jean-Michael Wilsey, but I used that a long time ago. How about today? You fucking idiot. He's like, what do I say? What's my email? He's still stuck on, what's my email address? How about today?
How about on the 30th of December?
No, I was...
How about on the 31st of December?
On the 31st of December?
How about on January 4th?
He's like,
did you use it
oops, the guy knows the way Jean-Pierre Wehry looks at Chris, you know that Chris is saying the truth, and he knows he's fucked, but he's doing his best to be like, what are you talking about? That's not true. No, it's not possible. January 4th? No. Look at it. It says like, no, it's not true. It's like a kid with, not even a kid. It's like a frustrated aunt or aunt. That one, she's so immature. Like the kind of aunt that is like a child and is like, she's being caught doing something wrong, and she's like, what? No, you're wrong.
I haven't been on a computer in a while.
I haven't been on a computer in a while myself.
How about on the test?
When I was married, I used to use that name.
That was very. I used to use that. Dude, emails are not that old, okay? Honestly, if you got email before 2000, maybe in 1998. Yeah? When did Yahoo start offering email? When I was married. Yahoo Mail, 97. Okay. So that's like 7 years ago. I guess it's possible. When I was married, like that was in 2004, 2005, I guess. So I guess the story is possible. It's a very old email address he made when he was married. Was he really married though? Married. Nope, I don't see it. Phobe on a predominantly gay website. Nope, we don't see. He pled not guilty. I guess that's what I would have done too. I have to put the website up to date. So I guess it's possible. Sorry, Jean-Pierre, I misjudged you. It's possible that I used that email a long time ago, but when I was married, maybe you were like super like technologically advanced.
Why don't you just tell me the truth?
So I don't know when
It's going to be a lot easier.
I don't know what you mean, yes? It's going to be a lot easier for what?
Easier for what? Okay, look. I had a phone call.
I had a phone call. Okay.
That's what I had.
Now he's going to start to tell his story again. Let's listen.
Okay. That's what I had. I came to what was construction. I was going to leave a note. That's all I have.
Okay.
I was going to get myself back to town and go home.
You willing to send me a couple good news?
Look at this face.
You are one
What are you talking? It's really like, yes, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Please believe me. Please believe me. But, oh, Jean-Pierre, like, are you willing to send me a couple good news? The way Chris interrupts on, he's really taken aback, like, and you can just feel inside him like he's like, fuck, look at him, like, I'm fucked, this guy knows everything. But if I'm good enough and I have such a good story, he might let me go. So he's not giving up. He's far from giving up.
Sexy boy, how tall? Give me dimensions, please.
Now he crosses his arm. What I wanted to say, whenever he licks his lips, he's lying. He has a tell. You know, in poker, when he licks his lips, he's lying. When he crosses his arm, you can see that he's not at ease. Really not. And he's really stuck.
I don't know what that refers to.
I don't know what that refers to.
I am in the process of going through a dating service for a girl that, you know.
Okay, now he's talking about a girl. I'm in process of going through a dating service for a girl. So I guess he's like Anthony Palumbo. I'm not gay or anything.
I've been trying to see it, you know.
Of course, how can I know you're not a cop or working for them or trying to
Look at
plan with you?
Exaggerated expression. When he does exaggerated expression, you just know that the guy he's about to lie and he's a fake.
You are a really cute 13-year-old, and I love what I saw.
Wow.
I need to see you in person, talk, and see what you are wanting when you're offline. Also, you talked about peeps porn.
Peeps porn? I don't know what that is.
By the way, why wouldn't I want to see you?
And thanks to
Your
beautiful.
beautiful body.
That's not.
You are a gorgeous 13-year-old.
That's not my style.
That's not my style. That's not how I usually hit on kid, Chris. I don't say stuff like that about tasting your body. That's not my style. That's not my style. So now he's going to another angle. Now he knows the guy has a chat log, and he probably think Chris is law enforcement. But it's easy for me to deny because I did all that from a library, so I can just deny, and they have no proof. So I'm going to keep lying. And I'm going to lie in a way that they cannot prove that I lied.
Affiliation with 13-year-olds.
Are you a photographer?
Again, did you notice he licks his lips? And now Chris asks, are you a photographer? That's an easy question, yes or no? But look at his reply.
I think about a long time ago I was.
I think about a long time ago. Like, dude, do you have Alzheimer or something? Like, do you have something that doesn't work between your ears? Are you a photographer? I think a long time ago I was. Like, you don't even know what you do. Like, you don't even know what your job was, dude.
Think about it a long time.
Well, I don't consider myself a photographer.
I don't consider myself a
It's
photographer.
a long time.
I'm a promotional photographer.
Look at his face.
I know some people that knew that of me.
I knew some people that knew that of me. Another angle, I've been entrapped. My friends played a prank on me. That's the angle he's going to try to play. I knew some people that knew that of me. You can do this.
Did you ever do any promotions for Kindergarten Cop?
I heard that. I was like, what the hell is Kindergarten Cop? And I guess if it was Kindergarten Cock, that would have been closer to what Lord wants, you know. Kindergarten Cock. I know the kids would be young in kindergarten. I'd say, wow. But maybe Lord, maybe not Lord, maybe Jean-Pierre Wehry is like, Kindergarten Cock. That would have been a better movie for Jean-Pierre Wehry. Did you do any promotion for Kindergarten Cop? He's a photographer. He does like some promotional photography, I guess. That's not really something to be proud of, especially with your name like doesn't really appear on it. I'm gonna Google it. Maybe we're gonna find something that some photo he took, and we're gonna be able to see if he's a good photographer. Jean-Pierre Wehry, Kindergarten Cock, promoting such film. Oh, that's the. I couldn't read it. Can I taste your nuts? That's coming. I may or may not have seen Kindergarten Cop, but I don't know. Like, did he take some photos for Kindergarten Cop the movie? I'm not sure. Is it counter-verified? In some gay porn film. Okay, then he tells the decoy he can help launch the boy's modeling career. How can I promote someone I never had lots of hot sex with? That's a transcript from wait, is it yeah, is a conviction for assault with a deadly weapon, a firearm. At 1981 he was convicted and sentenced to 3 years for rape. 2000 he went to prison, failed to register as a sex offender. He risked denied making plans for sex with a decoy at 13. Okay, so he promoted such film. Is it true? I have no idea. We're gonna try to find it. Wehry, no. Michael Wehry, Kindergarten Cop, Wehry, no. I don't know. Maybe it's true that he was a promotional photographer. Like, it's an old movie, like 1990, so he was about 30 something, maybe late 30s. I don't know. And he did some gay movies. This I can believe.
I saw the movie.
Did you do for the promotion for the movie? I saw the movie. That wasn't my question. Why do you even say that? It's a way to dodge a question. He says, I saw the movie. He didn't say that he didn't do it.
I know some people that see me with the movie, but that was it.
I know some people would see me with the movie. What the fuck?
Promotional photographer, and have done such promotions as Kindergarten Cop,
I've done
some gay porno film.
I've done some landscape photography. I have not used J. Michael Wilson in a long time.
Now we change the topic. I've done some landscape photography. I haven't used Jean-Pierre Wehry since 19.
As far as, any internet addresses, I have the name on my school ID because of the fact, or
I have the name on my school ID. I don't understand what he means. Like, I don't understand what he's talking. He's changing subjects so fast.
School ID because of the fact, or how do I say that?
How do I say that?
When I was going to school, 6 years ago.
So now he started about, I do some landscape photography. I never use that email. I have that on my school ID because I don't know why. And when I went to school, 6 years ago?
10 years ago?
10 years ago?
6 to 10 years ago? It was 1999.
1999.
I left.
When I left.
End of story.
I guess what he's trying to say is, I have my school ID on my email. So now he's trying to block a question. I suppose that Chris was going to say, okay, but if you never use that email, why do we have your cool idea on that. But he already anticipates the question. That's my read of why he says that, why he goes on a tangent about school. He says, that's an email I used when I went to school 5 to 10 years ago. And then he says 1999. So I haven't used Jean-Pierre Wehry at yahoo.com since 1999. It's kind of adds up. It's a bit mixing up. It's hard to understand, but I guess it adds up.
But I've had some people that really didn't like me.
Okay, now I have some people that really didn't like me.
I understood, and I seen construction up here, and I wasn't sure.
Wait a minute, you've seen construction, or somebody told you about construction in your store?
Here, Chris doesn't follow. He says, no, this time Jean-Pierre is right. He said that he saw construction. He said that all along. He says somebody told you about construction? No, somebody told him to go to that house or that neighborhood or that area. I don't know. So Chris is wrong here. He's going to go, your story keep changing, but he's actually wrong. He didn't change his story, not at this point anyway.
Remember, what I saw on the way up here, I saw construction.
Right.
That's what I said. I said I was told about construction. I saw construction.
That is right.
I was told that if I'm late, don't trip. There's a young man here. I can leave
a young man.
That's what I was told.
Now, who told you this? Just so I have the story.
So now again, he licks his lips. That means he's lost. But again, I don't understand what he means. It's so hard to understand.
If I'm late, don't trip.
So now he says that the guy he talked to on the phone was going to be late, but he says, no problem, just get in, and there's a guy that's going to welcome you. I don't know.
There's a young man here. I can leave
Okay, there's a young man here. You can leave a note. Jean-Pierre, So now his story changes again. So now there's supposed to be someone in the house because John Pedersen's going to be late, but you can leave a note with the young man instead of waiting for John to return. Or instead of, I don't know. At this point, I'm about to give up, to be honest.
That's what I was told.
That was I was told. Okay, now we're changing the story again. He's going to lick his lips like he's about to lie. Who told you this?
So I have the story straight. Somebody calls you when? Today, yesterday, the day before?
Oh, I guess it's been about a week.
Okay, somebody called him a week ago and he decided like the best moment to go is a week later at 11:20 in the evening, but he called somebody at the house, but I thought he didn't have John Pedersen's number. That's what he said earlier. So he didn't have John's number, but he still called him. But John said he was going to be late or not there a week ago.
Michael, I know you're looking for a job.
Actually, we talked about a number of things.
We talked about a number of things.
Who was the person who called?
Who is the person who called? If you remember, he said, I don't remember the guy's name. That's what he said like early. He said, I don't know who called me. I don't even know his name. Look at what he says now.
I had about 3 different phone calls. Michael, I talked to Michael on the bus. I had about 3 different phone calls.
I don't understand what he says there.
I had about 3 different phone calls.
I had about 3 different phone calls. So now it's not one phone call, it's 3. Like it's a big job. You have to call a lot of people. And then he says this.
I talked to Michael on the bus.
I talked to Michael on the bus. But remember, he said, my name is Michael Wehry, which is a middle name or alias, I don't know. But he talked to another guy named Michael on the bus. Like on the bus to go there. That is getting... Who told you that? Oh, well... on the bus here, I talked to someone named Michael. Who told you that? A week ago? I don't understand. It makes no sense. Chris asked.
And who was the person who called?
Who is the person who called?
I had about 3 different phone calls.
Who is the person who called? Michael?
I talked to Michael on the bus.
I talked to Michael on the bus.
82.
On the 482. Okay.
I talked to...
Wait, who... Just be straight.
I'm lost. Like... Who called you? I talked to Michael on the bus, and Michael called him. Like, he talked to someone on the bus who gave him his number. I don't know. This is so confusing. Like, I need a map to understand. The story keeps changing. Maybe there's a black hole, and it's just altering the time and space continuum. That's the only explanation.
Who called you to say there was a job?
So Chris is really trying. Chris is like, I don't know if he's playing, and if you watch the extended footage, he says, I'm going to let him talk, but he doesn't really let him talk. He's really cooking Jean-Pierre Wehry, like cooking him to get answer, and he's really specific. Chris is really good. He's a really great journalist, and to ask such specific questions, to really trap him, Chris somehow manages to follow this more or less, which isn't obvious because I watched that at least 100 times and I still don't get it.
I came on just what he had told me about. That's what
Who's he? Like Michael? You came on what Michael told you? So nobody called you to say there was a... Never mind, forget it.
I came on. I'm just striving for work.
So now he changes subject. He doesn't answer. He says, I'm just looking for a job. That's what I am.
I came on the fact that I was told it was construction work, and they're not caring whether or not there's some past history, a little bit, you know.
Okay, they're not caring whether there's some past history, like, he probably mean not experienced, but criminal, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to find work.
I'm just trying to find work. Where do you live?
I live in Pomona.
I live in Pomona.
Yeah, that's where I live in.
What's your address in Pomona?
693 North Signal.
693 North Signal, Pomona. I guess that's here. Let me see what it is. 693 North Signal. Do we have a street view? Yeah, we have a street view. Yeah, that's pretty much where I would expect. 693, right? That looks like a really, really poor place to live in. I don't know which one is 693. I would have to look closer. But, oh, that's the 681. We don't see good enough. But I guess one of those is where Jean-Pierre lives. But as much as I want to make fun of him, it's my dream to live in California, so I'm really jealous. So, well, then again, that's apart from a shitty complex like Lorne. This is pretty much where you would expect him to be living, you know. Jean-Pierre, the guy who did the landscape photography, or he didn't do landscape photography, or I don't know. Okay, let's look at the house. It's for sale. Oh, the epic house. $300,000. Holy damn, for that shitty house. One floor. It looks like a mobile house. Wow. 2-bedroom plus a den. Access to the backyard. Light sliding door. Since when do you advertise a living room with a large sliding door? Plenty of natural. 2 full bathrooms. So lots of light. Oh, lots of natural light for a photographer. That's good. The gas heater is 6 years old. There's no S here. Haha. Or is there? I don't know. Wood burning fireplace. Why would you burn wood in California? Is it really like that cold? 1953. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's cool. Let's look at a few pictures. So that's where you live. That's pretty cool. That's exactly the kind of place I would expect him to be living in. Well, the floors are terrible. The walls are terrible. But they've been in renovation. It's not that old. It's not that bad. It's not worth... Oh, look at the bathroom. That's an okay bathroom. It's really cheap. But that's an okay bathroom. North Signal. I guess that's an okay place to live. Is it really 300? Holy damn! $320,000 for that? That's a house that here you could buy for 80,000. I guess it's something I don't see. Maybe it's really close to something like a big town. Ah, okay. Now I just understood why it's $320,000. It's like in Toronto. If you live like in Mississauga or close to it, it's really expensive. But who the hell can afford that? Like, to be able to afford a house like that? I guess it wasn't as expensive when he bought it, but just the taxes must be insane. Like, wow, that's expensive. It's not that close to, it's about an hour away. 30 minutes. That makes sense. But it's a shitty house. Like, it's the land that is valuable. But that's crazy. Like, that's where you live. Let's go on.
I live in Pomona.
That's where I live. I live in Pomona. I live in Pomona. That's where I live. That's the best way to answer a question. Like, it's so passive aggressive. Like, why don't you just say Pomona? You know I live there.
Why? You know, I live there.
You said that 3 times. Like, listen to it. I live in Pomona.
That's where I live.
That's where I live. I live in Pomona. That's where I live.
North Signal.
And now he gives a direct answer. When he looks like that at Chris, that's the truth. When he does a direct, like, aggressive look, he's like, look, man, I'm saying the truth, okay? So now we say it's true. That's his true address. The body language and the way he talks, and he's such a bad liar that you know it's the truth. Now he gives his address. Listen to what he says.
Why? You know, I live there. I know, but I was told by on the bus. I was told by.
$100.
Actually, it was a conversation on the bus.
So now it's a conversation on the bus. I wasn't told on the phone. I was told on the bus. Okay.
By a Mexican who was riding the bus.
Of course, now it's a Mexican. It's no longer a Michael. It's a Miguel, but I don't know. Miguel, I guess. So Miguel on the bus, a Mexican, told him there's a John Patterson and just go there. And I guess he went along with it.
He says there's a cement company. I know about one of those companies I'm going to try to check into. I know about some construction up here.
What was your plan? Where were you going to stay tonight?
What?
Where were you going to
go back home?
I was going to go back home.
Yeah.
So you were just going to...
So that's the end of part 2. We'll do part 3 in very soon. Thanks for watching.